Hello, it's Ty Crandall, and in this short video, we're going to talk about how to build business credit. So the first step in building business credit is to set up an actual business. And to do so, first you're going to want to set up an entity in your state. You could do this right on your Secretary of State website. The prices vary depending on the state that you live in. You want to try to choose an LLC or a corporation. That's an LLC or a corporation. With those, you're not personally liable for what happens in your business. If you were to choose a partnership or sole proprietorship, you are personally liable for what happens in your business, which is not something you want to have happen. Next, you want to go to irs.gov and get your EIN number. Now, your EIN number is free. You never pay for the EIN number from any company. You can simply go to irs.gov and get it for free. Once you have your entity and your EIN, next you can get your bank account set up. Very important. Nowadays, a lot of lenders and credit issuers look at the date you set up your bank account as your company's start date, so make sure you get this done early on in the process. Once you've done this, next, before you start applying, you need to make sure that your business is set up credibly. You need to have a real business address or use a virtual address from a place like Regus, R-E-G-U-S. Do not use a P.O. box. Do not use a home address. That will get you denied. You also want to make sure you have a business phone number, preferably a toll-free number. The phone number should be listed with 411, and you can also make sure you have a fax number also. Do not use a home phone. Do not use a mobile phone on your applications for business credit, or you will get denied. Make sure you have a professional website and a professional email address that you're going to be putting on the application, and make sure you have any required licensing that you would need for your actual industry. Once you've done this, next you want to get your business credit reports. You need to monitor these new trade lines being put on your reports. It's an important part of business credit. So you can get your credit reports from Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax Commercial. We've made it real easy for you to go to our website, creditsuite.com/reports, or go to the reporting agency's main websites to actually get copies of your credit reports. If you go to this link that we're providing, we've already worked out discounts for you on all three, so you can get them all in one place, or you can go directly to the company sites. And you only really need to get reports with Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. Equifax isn't that popular in the business credit world, so get one or the other, or both, whichever you prefer. The next step is you want to start getting vendor credit accounts. So you want to get your initial trade lines, credit score, and credit profile with business reporting agencies by securing vendor accounts. So what you need to do is you need to get these type of vendor accounts, which are accounts with terms like net 30, and make sure that these accounts are reporting to the business credit reporting agencies that we just mentioned. So you want to get approved with sources who will give you credit even if you have no credit established right now. So you want to try companies like Uline and Quill and a few others that are out there. You should have about 3 to 5 of these accounts set up before you move to the next step. The next step is to start getting store accounts. Once you have 5 accounts reporting, that gives you trade lines, a business credit report, business credit scores, then the next thing you want to do is to start applying for store credit cards for your business. These are not net 30 accounts, they're revolving accounts. Leave your social security number off the application. At this point, they'll look at your EIN number, and since you have some credit established, that alone can get you approved without needing a personal credit check or personal guarantee. Amazon, Best Buy, Dell, and most other retail stores offer business credit accounts you can apply for. Again, to apply, you want to include your EIN and not your social. Once you have 10 accounts reporting to the business agency, start applying for cash credit. Visa and MasterCard are common sources of cash business credit accounts with $5,000, $10,000 or higher limits. Discover doesn't currently offer business credit accounts, but American Express does. It just takes a lot of established credit to get approved with them, so make sure you try with Visa and MasterCard first. And that's exactly the steps to build business credit. Now, I know this was a very short video because I just wanted to give you an overview, but if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll find hour-long videos that walk you through each stage of the process so you can successfully build your business credit. So make sure you like this video, make sure you click to subscribe, and also on this video you'll see at least one link that you can usually click to get a free report, free guide that will also help you in building your business credit. Again, this is Ty Crandall. Thank you very much for taking the time to check out this video on how to build business credit.